Hello, artists. My name is Vibes, and today we're going to be doing something kind of nice. I very much enjoyed it. Today I'm going to be drawing this character. The character's name is Giddy. This is one of my fans' OCs, and today I'm going to be drawing this character in my style. So we're going to see how this goes. I think it's going to be fun. Well, let's get started. So when I did this, uh, I kind of just went on Twitter and I posted a picture of a character that I'd redrawn of another one of my friends' OCs, and one of the people messaged me over DM and they were like, "Can you do mine?" And I was like, "Okay." And then I saw that picture and I immediately had an idea, and that idea was kind of interesting. As you're seeing me draw now, I drew them in like that test subject specimen tube that the test labs always do in those animes. um, so I kind of went with that idea. The idea popped up in my head as soon as I saw them. Since they were like floating in midair in space, I just kind of put them inside a little test tube thing. But the process was kind of interesting. I loved the character design. It was super simple, but it was solid. I specifically drew this at least I don't remember drawing a nose. Character without a nose because the character's actual creation didn't have a nose, and I was like, okay, I guess I can't go too far away from what was actually created. This layer that I'm drawing right now is my actual favorite over the entire drawing. Even though I like the line art, this layer, I don't know why, but it just looked good. I guess I just really appreciate the sketchiness of these layers. I don't know why. So what was interesting about this is the first time I actually had to draw the feet of a character, and I've been trying to figure out what type of feet I would add to fix my style so that I could draw full body characters. And I feel like I could have gone with a different type of foot. It could have, I don't know. This one felt good. I liked it, but there's always refining. You could always do more. So now that I'm moving on to the line art stage, I feel like I captured the essence of the position that I drew them in, just being floating in, fluid as, like they're in stasis or something like that. The clothes floating up from the water, the fluid getting under it, and all that. But I feel like this is kind of fun because this is the first time or second time actually, I've drawn a girl in this style. So it was new for me. It was a cool experience. Nothing crazy. It didn't feel like way crazy or far out of my element. It felt like something I could easily do. It took me like an hour to draw, so I guess it wasn't a lot of time spent trying to come up with my ideas. It was just, time spent executing it. So the person who sent me this, they go by Rio. Oh, well, actually, Rio Chaos Prod on Twitter. If you want to see their art, they're actually really good. I like their art. Um, I appreciate them sending this to me and allowing me to make this piece of art. I actually had a ton of fun with their character, but they told me that they thought my style was unique, and I was like, oh, I appreciate that. I didn't think it really was that unique. I feel like it's just a combination of multiple artists put together that I enjoy watching or looking at their art. So the fact that they thought that my style was unique was a nice feeling for me. Um, it was nice to hear that since I just felt like I'd been copying people with my style, even though I really hadn't been. I actually didn't even look at any references for this picture for this drawing. I kind of just sat down and drew it. I know that's not the best process to create the best finished product, but it's just part of my workflow. I think that works really well for me. As long as you have an idea in your head, I think it doesn't really matter if you have a reference, especially when it comes to a cartoony style like mine. You could just do whatever you want and have fun with it. And I really think I had a lot of fun with it, especially since the character was floating in space and I decided to put it in a whole different environment that still kind of fit the spacey and floaty type of feel that the character had, while it was in space, I kind of just put it in. I do think the line art came out pretty cool. I wanted to. One thing I've learned over the last couple weeks of drawing is that I enjoy putting the. So say I have a character that has like purple hair, I'll put a dark purple line art layer instead of black. I don't know why. I think it just looks a lot cooler, and it looks a little bit more finished. I came to that realization like 2 weeks ago when I was talking to one of my old teachers, and I thought that it was just a great discovery, and that people should try it. One other thing that I noticed while I was doing this that I thought was a pretty good idea was when I was shading the white shirt, I used, instead of just making it a gray, I used a light blue, and I think that works a lot better because the way light usually reflects off of white doesn't reflect off as gray or in shadows. It doesn't come off as normally gray. It comes off more as a bluish, baby bluish color. So putting that into this drawing made it seem a little bit more realistic, especially since it's cartoony. You have to have some part that's remotely realistic. So one thing that I was struggling to do with this was the skin. So I decided to just do a beige color and use that as the shadows, and count that as making the skin, beigeish, Caucasian and all that. But I think this one turned out to be a lot of fun, really good. I had a ton of fun with it. I can't really say much else. I enjoyed the test tube idea, and I think it turned out really good. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like, comment. Be sure to find me on Twitter and send me a picture of your OC so that I could draw it in my style so that you can end up on the channel too.